Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want to highlight on some observations I made today during Azimio's countrywide Sabasaba demonstrations. Because today, Azimio held countrywide Sabasaba demonstrations, and the leaders divided themselves, whereby in Western we had Wajakoya, Eugene Wamalwa and other Azimio leaders leading the demonstrations. In Eastern Ukambani, Kalonzo Musyoka was leading the demonstrations. At the coast, there were some leaders there. In Kisii, there were some leaders also there. So generally, the demonstrations were done across the country. And in this video, I want to highlight on some observations I made. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Yes. The first observation, for the first time since the start of these demonstrations, Raila and his team managed to reach Nairobi's CBD. They managed to reach the CBD, something they have always tried for the past weeks, but they have not been able to do. Today, Raila Odinga managed to step foot in the CBD. And that goes on to confirm that more and more Kenyans are getting tired of a William Ruto's rule. Raila and his team too are also getting tired of William Ruto's dictatorship. So today, they decided enough is enough. They had to reach the CBD, which they did, even though difficult. But they managed to reach the CBD. And then secondly, if you look at the large crowds that attended those events, that goes on to confirm that a whopping majority of Kenyans still have faith and confidence in Raila Odinga and in Azimio. They still heed to his call. And that's why Kenyans across the country turned out in their thousands to listen to Raila Odinga and his team. And actually, Kamkunji today was full to the brim. That confirms Raila's popularity is still intact. Kenyans still see him as their leader. Another observation I made, listening to the speeches that were made, it's a fact that it's just a matter of time before William Ruto finds the country ungovernable. It's just a matter of time. He has pushed Kenyans to the wall, and it's just a matter of time before he finds the country ungovernable. Another observation, if you look at the kind of brutality that the police used, it confirms that this is a dictatorial regime. Ruto has turned himself into a dictator. And that goes on to confirm that he knows that he has failed to deliver. He knows the ground is abandoning him. So he wants to silence any critical voice. He knows he has failed to deliver. So to silence critics, the police's government has to be brutal. And that was witnessed today. Another observation, I'm seeing a very high possibility where Kenyans are waking up to the reality that it's not about Raila Odinga. William Ruto and his team, Rigathi Gachagua, have been trying to paint the whole thing as a Raila Odinga thing. Huyu ametusumbua, baba yake alitusumbua. I'm seeing Kenyans who are waking up to this reality that it's not a Raila Odinga thing. It's them, the people. If William Ruto is not delivering, it's not about Raila Odinga. It's them, the poor man and the poor hustlers, who are actually being affected negatively as a result of William Ruto's government not delivering. And that can also explain why Kenyans, regardless of the police brutality, you could still see some hanging on to Raila Odinga's motorcade right until it reached the CBD. A confirmation again that the people are ready to die for a cause. And that is a new kind of an awakening, which is good for the people to redeem themselves from an oppressive regime. Another observation I made today, I'm seeing a very high possibility where Raila Odinga and his team are now changing strategy. Instead of all the leaders converging in one place, the leaders split themselves, just as I did explain in our first point. They were across the country, not all of them at one place. That goes on to confirm Azimio Brigade Azimio here is clearly changing its strategy, which is good, and that can explain why today they managed to reach the CBD. And even before I conclude, the mere fact that Raila Odinga today accessed the CBD, I know has caused some panic in William Ruto's inner circles. Because with all the instruments of power, the police and all that kind of brutality, they could not stop Raila Odinga. And that rekindles the memories of 2018, when Raila Odinga was coming from the United States of America. Uhuru Ruto's government tried blocking him from reaching the CBD. A resilient Raila Odinga and his supporters still managed to reach the CBD, which later, it never took long, we saw a handshake. It might be possible that not necessarily a handshake, but I'm seeing a William Ruto who might be losing his grip here. Let me put it that way. And he has to be very, very careful, because even the police and all those security apparatus, they are also Kenyans, and they are also suffering just as the ordinary Kenyan is suffering. It might be possible that the security organs, in this case, the police, might have actually created that loophole that enabled Raila Odinga and his team access the CBD. And I know that should be a warning shot to William Ruto and his team. That should worry him. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to any other person who wants to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number, or feel free to channel your support to the number. Today's countrywide Sabasaba Azimio rallies, in my honest opinion, were more successful than the previous ones. They were done across the country. And Raila Odinga and his team have also announced that come Wednesday, there will be another round of demonstrations. If Ruto is not very careful, his regime is coming out, rather turning out as a moribund regime. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.